Ladies and gentlemen, today let me speak on the 7 things I learned from my daddy. Number 1, learning how to use spoon and fork. When I was a kid, my grandmother used to tell us, eat fast. Men should eat fast to survive in times of war, she used to tell us. So when we cousins used to come together to eat, I used to be the first one to complete my plate of rice. But when I grew up, my dad used to tell us to eat slowly and nicely. Though we were poor, he used to make us sit on a dining table to eat and taught us how to use spoon and fork. Now I realize how important it is to know the etiquettes and table manners while eating. Number 2, dressing neatly. My dad used to make sure that we dress neatly and go to schools and also to other occasions. He used to insist that we dress properly, iron our clothes before we step out to go to school or to any occasions. He used to say, have a dressing sense and learn how to dress neatly, not necessarily a costly and branded clothes. But having a sense of dressing and dressing neatly will add up to your personality. That's what he used to say. I'm grateful today for this piece of advice given to us by my dad. Number 3, making us listen to the news. My dad used to insist that we listen to the news every day. He used to put on the radio during the news time. He will tell us to remember at least 3 points from the news. He said this will help you in future to be able to listen to the lectures of teachers in the class and manage to capture the important points from the lecture. If you don't have these skills of listening and curling out important points, then when you are sitting down in the class, you will not be able to capture the important points from the lectures given by the teachers. This practice of listening to the news, indeed, is very helpful. Number 4, public speaking. My dad was a good orator. People used to say none of us, the sons, will never be as good as my daddy in public speaking. Listening to the news was the first step towards forming oneself to be a good orator. I used to stand in front of the mirror and speak and imitate the way my daddy used to speak. This was really helpful. Point number 5, your work will teach you. My daddy used to say, never hesitate to take up opportunities given to you. If you start doing the work itself will teach you. That's what he used to say. What you need to do is to observe carefully and try to learn in the process. Doing the work itself will teach us. Work is the best teacher, he used to tell us. Definitely yes. Doing the work is the best teacher. We learned, we experienced, we know the know-how, we know the process of doing it. Definitely yes. Work will teach us the best. Point number 6, pray a short prayer and frequently in a day. My dad used to say, instead of saying a long prayer, having a long prayer once in a day, have it a frequent prayer, short and frequent prayer in a day. In that way, you will be able to remember God more frequently than just once in a day. This is indeed helpful to make us remember God's presence in our life, time to time in a day. Now, I love short prayers. Point number 7. Life is like boxing in the ring. In the boxing ring, you falling down does not make you the loser. But when you can't get up from the falling, then you are declared the loser. In life too, even if you fall, you need to get up and work again. If you can get up and work again, the falling becomes an experience. It becomes a stepping stone to success. Look at Jesus. He carried the cross to Mount Calvary. He falls many times under the weight of the cross, but he got up and worked again and completed his mission. Yes, we might fall several times in our life's journey, but we need to get up and work again to complete our life's mission. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next episode. Thank you.